Hi, my name is Mike Keenan, and hopefully I've got another very interesting video for you tonight. Okay, first of all, I just want to speak about, I'll refer to my own country first, which is Australia. And I just want to mention the anti-speech laws that are being implemented across our country, across states and territories, etc., and across in federally as well. So on the screen, I'll just show you a few of these. So we've got in Victoria, we've got strengthening Victoria's laws against hate speech and hate conduct. This is in a stage where they're accepting feedback from the people, and ultimately the law, if implemented, will get you up to 5 years prison, depending on what you've said or done. Next, I'm just going to go to Queensland, and they've implemented what is called the Respect at Work and Other Matters Amendment Bill 2024, which some people have stated is the most repressive, anti-speech laws in the country. Next on the screen, you'll see the federal law that they're trying to get through at the moment, called the Communications Legislation Amendment, Combating Misinformation and Disinformation Bill 2024. What this video is about is just showing you what's happening and what is the source of where all this information is coming from. Look, next on the screen, I'm just going to show you the title of a video on YouTube. It's entitled "Special Address by Ursula von der Leyen, President of the European Commission, Davos 2024." This was filmed, streamed on the live on the 16th of January 2024, and you can just search this video title on YouTube and watch it for yourself if you so will. So now I'm gonna play a little short segment from this video, and I'll speak again to you shortly.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, dear Klaus, your annual global risk report makes for a stunning and sobering read. For the global business community, the top concern for the next 2 years is not conflict or climate, it is disinformation and misinformation.
Okay, within the video, we saw that von der Leyen said, but for the global business community, the top concern for the next 2 years is not conflict or climate, it is disinformation and misinformation. So for the next 2 years, this is referring to the business community, like that's their top concern is misinformation and disinformation. And like I mentioned previously of Australia, but these things are happening worldwide, all at the one time. So there has to be a source. So on the screen now, I'm just going to pop up another video. Again, you can look this up on YouTube for yourself. These are all official sources. So there's no question about the authenticity. The title of this video, this is from the United Nations, is "The Spread of Hatred and Lies Online Causing Harm to Our World, Principles for Information Integrity." And this is where it's all stemming from, is from the Principles for Information Integrity. Now, next I'm just going to read from the United Nations website. And I'll pop the web address on here so you can see it for yourself and go and look it up for yourself if you so wish. And so let's read. The UN Secretary General remarks to launch the Global Principles for Information Integrity. Good afternoon, distinguished members of the media. The spread of hatred and lies online is causing great harm to our world. Misinformation, disinformation, hate speech are fueling prejudice and violence, exacerbating divisions and conflicts, demonising minorities and compromising the integrity of elections. Today I'm pleased to present a starting point for solutions, the United Nations Global Principles for Information Integrity. These 5 principles, societal trust and resilience, independent, free and pluralistic media, healthy incentives, transparency and research, and public empowerment, are based on an overriding vision of a more humane information ecosystem. They call for an information environment that champions human rights and a sustainable future, and they provide a solid foundation for sustainable, inclusive development, climate action, democracy and peace. Dear members of the media, threats to information integrity are not new. They are proliferating and expanding with unprecedented speed on digital platforms, supercharged by AI technologies. Science, facts, human rights, public health and climate action are under attack. When information integrity is targeted, so is democracy, which depends on a shared fact-based perception of reality. False narratives, distortions and lies breed cynicism, disbelief and disengagement. They undermine social cohesion, feed sustainable development goals, further outreach. Opaque algorithms push people into information bubbles and reinforce prejudice, including racism, misogyny and discrimination of all kinds. Women, refugees, migrants, and minorities are common targets. Activists, advocates, researchers, scientists, and leaders are harassed and humiliated. The damage goes far beyond the digital realm, affecting millions of people who are not connected to the internet. Lives are at stake when lies are spread about vaccines and other medical issues. The United Nations own operations missions are compromised as our staff deal with the tsunami of falsehoods and absurd conspiracy theories. Distinguished members of the media, dear friends, the United Nations Global Principles for Information Integrity are the result of broad consultations with member states, with youth leaders, academia, civil society, the private sector, including tech companies, and you, the media. These consultations showed that much of the world shares our deep concern and is searching for solutions. The global principles lay out a clear path forward, firmly rooted in human rights, including the rights to freedom of expression and opinion. I urge governments, the tech sector, and other stakeholders to listen to your people and your customers and to respond. Some stakeholders carry an outsized responsibility. For them, I have a clear message. We demand action. First, to the big tech companies, take responsibility. Acknowledge the damage your products are inflicting on people and communities. You have the power to mitigate harm to people and societies around the world. You have the power to change business models that profit from disinformation and hate. Second, to advertise in the PR industry. Stop monetizing harmful content, I should say. Strengthen information integrity, protect your brand, boost your bottom line. The climate crisis is a cause of particular concern. Coordinated disinformation campaigns are seeking to undermine climate action. Creatives don't use your talents to greenwash. PR agencies look for clients who aren't misleading people and destroying our planet. Third, my message to media outlets is raise and reinforce I'll repeat that again. Raise and enforce editorial standards. Do your part to safeguard our future by providing quality journalism based on facts and reality. Find advertisers who are part of the solution, not the problem. And finally, I say to governments, commit to creating and maintaining a free, viable, independent, and plural media landscape. Guarantee strong protections for journalists. Ensure regulations uphold human rights. Refrain from drastic measures, including blanket internet shutdowns. Respect the right to freedom of opinion and expression. Let me be very clear. Everyone should be able to express themselves free without fear of attack. Everyone should be able to access a range of views and information sources. No one should be at the mercy of an algorithm they don't control, which was not designed to safeguard their interests, which tracks their behaviour to collect personal data and keep them hooked. Dear members of the media, these principles aim to empower people to demand their rights. They support parents anxious for their children, young people whose future relies on information integrity, civil society and academia who are pushing for change, and public interest media, striving to convey reliable and accurate information. The UN hears your calls for guidance and support. Don't lose heart, raise your voices. Demand accountability, demand choice, demand control. You're the majority, and this is a fight we can win together. Thank you, etc. So this is the source where this is coming from. Next, I'm going to go to God's word because these people, we're in Mystery Babylon currently at the moment. And I'm just going to read from Jeremiah 51, verses 6 and 7 in the King James Bible. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense. Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Babylon will ultimately be judged at the second advent, but at the main time they're a golden cup in the Lord's hand. They're being used to judge the nations, to judge people's hearts. Next, I'm just going to read from Jeremiah 27, verse 6 in the King James Bible. And now I've given all these lands in the hands of Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, my servant, and the beasts of the field have I given him also to serve him. So Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, judged Israel, and God refers to him as my servant. So God is again using Babylon as a method of judgment, and that's what the UN and the governments of the world currently are doing. They're judging people on behalf of God, and rightly so, because people have turned away from God. And next, I'm just going to read Psalm 9, verse 17 in the King James Bible. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. Time's running short, very, very short. In the soon to be future, the world will be entering the tribulation period and judgment, and it will be the worst time that will ever be in human history. Now on the screen, I'm going to pop up the good news of the gospel for you, and you can stop the video here and just look up those Bible verses for yourself. Look, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. God bless you all. Bye again for now.